Insecurity. Finally, nothing you'd pick up the gauntlet. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. The growing insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria recently took a new twist when youth from the region rose up to ask for the resignation of President Muhammadu Buhari. On Friday, a group of northern youth protested against the growing scourge of insecurity in the region. Yes, truly. We have been hearing the north is bleeding, killing us and all of that. But I don't think it's enough fire. And they already started it. They started it, was it last week or last 2 weeks? I can't say when exactly now. But we have been seeing a lot of, but it lacks momentum. It lacks the fire. You know, these people should stand up for themselves. They're already calling on Southerners and others to join them. The truth remains, now you wear your house they born. Now you go steal, gather. Person where house they born, no, they do smell. The person doesn't do, imagine you are still doing fine girl and your house is burning. That means you are not serious. Now you go jump up, find water, find omo, find soap, they pour. Now this thing as they jump up, they find water, as they even you shout, help me, leave me know if you quite time. 9 people go come join you. So before you start gathering, before you start even thinking of saying they should help you, show these people. Because the Northerners are the ones have been saying that we don't want their so-called leader to finish his tenure, and all those things they've been saying. We have to be sure. Have you not seen cases of somebody come meet you, say, I beg go, come and help me. Somebody they look for my trouble, somebody they oppress me. Then you can't follow go there. When you can't come, they holler the person now will come, they tell you, calm down now. No be your matter, no be in a me call you come. That kind of thing they happen. So to avoid why are you shouting? The fire no dey burn for your house, not my house now. Why can't they do like say you get ulterior motive? To avoid it. That is why the Southerners, I trust them. They will tell them, even Southerners from comments that have been passing online, they will say they have not even started. When did they start? I want people to follow you. You have to show us that you really, really, you don't want this thing, that this thing, in fact, your mouth are full. You don't have mouth to talk again by it because you don't see past your mouth. Now, let's listen to the rest of the news. On Friday, a group of northern youth protested against the growing scourge of insecurity in the region. The protesters under the coalition of concerned northern Nigerian groups demanded an immediate end to the killings going on in the region, just as they also lamented the gruesome killing of over 40 bus passengers at Gidan-Biwa village in Sokoto State. Speaking to journalists, one of the leaders of a group, Zainab Ahmed, said the northern part of Nigeria was bleeding owing to the incessant killings in the region. She said, "We are here to call on the Nigerian government that the north is bleeding and enough is enough. We are tired of burying our women, children and men. Our crops are being raised by bandits. We are here to tell the government to secure our lives. We bury hundreds of people on a daily basis, yet there is no action, not even sorry from our leaders. We are here because we are angry. Because we are children of Baba Buhari, we feel that he has neglected us. We called on our followers to vote for Buhari in 2019 for the next level, and this next level is killing us. We are dying. This is not what we voted for." They observed that following the security challenge that has engulfed Nigeria, especially northern Nigeria, which is now the epic center of kidnapping for ransom, the best option for President Buhari is to humbly resign. The group said Nigeria is deeply soaked in blood and lately turned into an abattoir where humans are roasted alive for the crime of daring to travel on roads that they were constructed from the taxes they pay to the government. Issa Abubakar, President Northern Youth Council of Nigeria, said in a statement, "The Northern Youth Council of Nigeria is constrained to call on President Muhammadu Buhari to humbly resign, since it is obvious that he has run out of ideas on how to subdue the terrorists that have taken over significant parts of Sokoto, Katsina, Kebbi, Niger, Zamfara State, and the busiest Kaduna to Abuja Expressway on one side. And recently, the daring attacks by Boko Haram, ISWAP, which has continued unabated. It is embarrassing that President Buhari is idly watching the terrorist element reigning supreme in our country, imposing taxes on its supposed citizens, stopping them yet. He is unperturbed. This is the clear characteristic of a leader that has run out of steam. In the alternative, where he fails to eat the humble pie, we wish to call on the National Assembly to expedite action and initiate processes of impeachment against the president. Nigerians will certainly stand with them. This will equally help in redeeming the damaged reputation of National Assembly. Where the above recommendation fails, Nigerians should do everything possible to defend themselves. We cannot continue to watch anarchists reign supreme over us, while we sit like cows to be killed. It is better if you are arrested and kept in prison for daring to defend yourself than to be buried in a grave because you did not dare to do something. Enough is enough. Similarly, analysts believe that a country President Buhari inherited over 6 years ago is today more insecure than it has ever been since the end of a civil war. This is because the Boko Haram insurgency has metamorphosed into a full terrorist menace with occasional daring exploits by the two factions on hard targets like security forces in their fortified locations and bases. Indiscriminate killings by sundry scatters of gunmen, kidnapping for ransom, armed robbery, and assaulted other violent crimes are rampant in many parts of the country. The value of human life has become gravely so degraded that news of death, often on an industrial scale, hardly shocks the citizenry anymore. Nigerians have lost count of incessant attacks and galloping death toll across the country, owing majorly to herdsmen and farmers' conflict, kidnapping, bandits invasion, and police, army, or custom brutality. Of late, fear has gripped residents of Abuja and the Federal Capital Territory administration over rising insecurity in the nation's capital. Few days ago, the FCT administration raised the alarm that bandits and other criminals being forced out of a key northern state are relocating to towns around Abuja. FCT Director in the Administration Security Service Department, Dr. Abdul Latif Bello, confirmed to newsmen in Abuja that the security architecture of the territory has been overstretched. They are now coming out to say if he does not want to resign, they're giving him options. That the National Assembly, this is where you need merit. If these people were put in this position by merit, do you think they're not going to stand up to defend their people? They will. They will not even have any option. In fact, they would have. But because many of them were put in there by godfathers, and the godfathers now, they are now looking them eyeball to eyeball. Let me see if you stand up and follow this man to come and be saying nonsense. That is it. When they were saying that time, they are pointing